Scissor-y.
I want to get something published by the end of next year.
Oh, yeah, that was
that's a good one.
I don't know what.
I like it.
Hey, maybe I'll put an album out by the end of the year. Or put something creative out by the end of the year.
There you go.
Ooh, Sam's stepdad, they were over at Christmas, and Sam was like, kind of like pushing me into it, which was surprising, but he does all the art shows or whatever, and he only pays $15 for a table. And so Sam was like, Sabrina, it's only $15. Like, you could paint. And like, I was showing Chris some of my paintings. He was like, I could see people buying that or that. So like, maybe like trying it just once, just to see how it is. But I have to get more paintings.
During the summer, me and Lindita were painting at my house. That's the day that I did the cherry blossom tree one. Mm-hmm. And my dad was like, are you guys doing First Friday? And I was like, no. He's like, you guys really should do First Friday.
Maybe we should all paint a bunch of pictures and then get a table together. And
did you guys see what I painted her? It was easy.
No, but we should do that.
I sent it in the group.
It was cute. I liked it.
I didn't see.
Sorry.
I'm always busy at work and I don't see my phone anymore.
I know when I fell asleep last night, I could hear like my phone going bling, 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 and I'm like, ringer off. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, I missed so much.
Yeah,
I sent my dad that video.
Of them eating ass?
No, of the other one.
I actually had an idea for paintings or for poems that I could do on canvas. It would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Show you guys that thing that I made for you. That you're like, oh, you really love me, but you didn't really look at it really close.
Yes, I did. You are so sensitive about things.
We should do that. We should really like rent one table together as a group and like make a bunch of stuff and sell it just for fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be fun. I have a whole Pinterest board full of farmers market ideas.
Yeah, we should do that. That should be our
as
fun
long as
goal.
we do not make it a competition.
No.
Who makes things competition?
Because that's we're supportive.
We can always put our profit towards getting maybe a bigger table, and then
you know what we could put our profit towards? We could put our profit towards microphones.
Oh,
that would be
for
very,
our podcast.
very, very, very good idea.
And then more supplies to make better things.
Oh, I know how I would do it. Okay.
But yeah, we should plan on that.
I was just looking at it
as like a best friend group thing, and then that would be so much fun for all four of us to do.
That would be good, and that would be something that doesn't have to do with alcohol that we could all do.
Yeah, crafty. We can get back into our and it we
could paint and drink.
Yeah.
The other night, I had so much fun, and we didn't drink at all, and we just went shopping together just as four. That was so nice. It was simple, and just going shopping with just you three was awesome.
You forgot your flask.
Oh, I was gonna wear my flask. I need to put that on.
Are you okay, Candace?
Oh yeah.
Is this drink making you sleepy?
No.
I was like, so chug up the yellow edition Red Bull.
We have monsters, mango monsters in the garage.
Oh, I like the mango.
That we're not telling anybody about.
Don't say anything, because Sammy was already like, I want a monster. I'm like, you don't need nothing.
He does not need energy drinks.
He's a kid. They have energy. Unless they're doing drugs.
Dun, dun, dun.
I learned about vaping. Has Sammy said that his friends are vaping to you yet?
I don't know, but he was talking on Thanksgiving about his friends or something, and he said something about smoking, drinking outside something. I was like, what? He's like, nothing. And he was talking to my grandpa or something. And I'm like, please don't fall into peer pressure. He's like, I'm not. So I didn't hear all of that.
Yeah, we asked Lyndall if the kids are vaping nowadays, and they are. She's like, it's all over Hillcrest. And I'm like, but you don't. No, of course not. Mom, what do you think?
Well, now you have to be 21.
She always says
as of the first of the year.
Yeah, but they're 12 years old, so they're getting it somehow.
Yeah.
Well, we were in high school, and there was a smoke shop right by Mountain Ridge that wouldn't card us, so we can get cigarettes.
Yeah, but they're hardcore now because the laws are a lot.
Not me.
She's like you.
The laws, because when I was a freshman in high school, I was getting cigarettes from Circle K or the little cigarette shop down the street.
I would smoke outside waiting for my ride at night school. And then, that big old alleyway, outside of the football field or whatever. Remember that big old long sidewalk? I would hide down in there and smoke after school.
I remember me and Mark had somebody buy us cigarettes before. And then my dad
was Mark coming?
No. He's become really religious. He got baptized.
Oh.
The things you do for love.
Except for get a driver's license.
That's true. Sorry if you listen to this. I love you, cuz. Because Robin's all about God now because of that boy.
Oh, did she move back?
No, she's moving on the 30th.
The 30th of January?
Yep.
So she went and then came back, and now she's going to go back.
She went, came back, and now she's going back.
How'd she get there? Drive or fly?
Mm-hmm.
She has her own car?
Yeah. Her and Brad traded cars. She has a little Scion.
Is it that red one?
The green Kia Soul.
I was like, I remember Brad's little red car, and he had like the little flip. Remember the old CD players before touch screens, and you like pop it off so people wouldn't steal it?
I think that's what happened in mine. I think that's why my radio doesn't work. They popped it off, and I don't have the radio part. My poor Brittany.
Well, you listen to your big boombox thing you do.
I have a speaker in my car, so I listen to my phone.
And it's just you.
And it's just podcasts. Who cares?
And it's just you.
Yes.
Because nobody else goes in your car but you. On your way to work or back home.
It is commuter car. Too bad my commute's an hour.
It's better than it's going to be 2 hours for Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
Friend
Who might come.
Yeah, she might be coming. Her.
I remember her.
Yeah, they're moving close to Surprise because her girlfriend is a teacher and she works out of Surprise. And Shannon just got a job working at the post office out of Mesa though.
Oh fuck!
So it's going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh my, that's too much.
Yeah.
Things you do for love?
All in the name of love. In the name of love.
Okay, speaking of that, the things you do for love. What is the craziest thing that Teresa you have ever done for love?
Almost moved to fucking
Oregon?
Portland. Well, yeah. But I didn't.
What about you, Amanda?
Almost got shot.
What?
Me.
No, you didn't tell me that.
One of my exes was still married and didn't really tell him that they were not together anymore. And he found out about us and had a gun and was ready to...
Oh, was that D? Oh, sorry. I love you. I know all your life. Just kidding.
So, yeah. He was not happy. He's going to either shoot me or himself. Who's eating all sloppy over there?
Amanda, what's the craziest thing you ever did for love?
Fucking
I'm not sure.
married straight men. Pretend to be straight.
Yep. No.
Come out of the closet.
Everything changed this year. It's not her fault.
Hope you're not blaming me.
I would never. I was just
You kissed me first. Boom. Your fault.
You started talking to me first. I did not start that
She's
conversation.
like, Amanda's like, you walked
It's
in the room.
Sabrina's fault.
Yeah, basically.
Because we were drinking at her house all the time.
And Candace's.
Well, it's Candace's fault. Candace brought you into the room.
I guess it's our fault that they're getting
Oh,
engaged.
that they're fucking happy
and living together.
and fucking,
You guys are
starting a
welcome.
fucking life. Oh, gee, I am so sorry to inconvenience you two. Anywho,
What is the
What about you,
craziest thing?
Candace?
oh Jesus Christ, I'm crying.
In the name of love.
I would do anything for love,
But it won't.
but I won't do that.
Got married. Wait.
Yeah, but that was
was
more
love.
that was more family pressure than love. I didn't do that for love, unfortunately. I guess it was for love, just for the love of my family and for them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it didn't have to be a love of a significant other. It could be the love of your family.
Okay, then the craziest thing that I would have done for love. I really loved a friend, and I took like $400 out of my credit card and hid it at the Willow House and put it underneath the thing and put her name on it. And then everybody was like wondering who gave it to her, but I didn't want to say I gave it to her. So
That's pretty funny.
because she was having a really hard time.
That's really sweet. I moved away for love 3 times.
I was gonna say you moved all over the place.
That's the craziest.
I left Germany and came back to be with my mom because I loved her so much. And sometimes I think about what it would be if I was still living there. And my family in Germany always tells me, they're like, when you left, you didn't even turn around to say goodbye when you went on that plane. Because I lived there for like a year and a half.
You lived there for a year and a half?
For part of 4th and 5th grade.
Mm-hmm. You were a kid.
Yeah. That's not
They can't say
crazy.
anything. Bastards. Can't say that shit to you.
And then I'm always like, oh, if I stayed there. Because I had my euros today and I was exchanging them at the bank. And I was like, I was like, oh.
You didn't want to exchange them?
Because I was like, oh, money. I cry every time I leave there now because I love it. I'm so happy. I didn't even have to take my depression medication when I was there on vacation for 2 weeks. It was like the best 2 weeks ever.
Because you were on a high. Your serotonin was working. Or dopamine. What is it that works?
Something.
I don't know.
To make you happy? Is it
dopamine? Or serotonin?
I think it's
it's serotonin.
I just want to say it's dope.
Speaking of dope, she texted me yesterday. It was like, I read this thing that said that marijuana helps with the cannabinoids or whatever for fibromyalgia. When are you getting your card? And I was like, are you mad at me?
Well, see, part of my job is to read articles affiliated with things with the IRS and the Treasury Department and whatever, and then write a summary about how it'll affect us so that our analysts then can go in and look at the summary and be like, okay, well, we can use that, and we can find a filter for that, and find all the data for that.
Oh,
and
you're
try to
so
catch
good
people.
at that.
So I was just assigned an article about pot, and Virginia had a pot whole program for a whole weekend, and so I have to read it to find the parts that have to do with taxes. So how they tax them, what they can do, what we can filter for. Like, did you know that if you run a pot shop, you can't deduct almost anything? You have to take your profit, and you can't deduct office expenses, you can't deduct mileage, you can't deduct anything off federal because it's not legal. So you have to take your whole income. It's so stupid. But anyway, so those are the kind of filters that I have to find.
That's cool.
So I was reading through this article, and a lot of it doesn't have to do specifically with my job, but part of it was like, well, pot moderately helps people with fibromyalgia. And I'm like, well, shit. You should need to get your card.
While you're waiting to do that, do CBD.
I have CBD. I haven't used it because it was a $12.
ABCD?
It was a $12 little sample, so I'm afraid to use it.
Yeah.
But I need to use it to fucking build it up in my system again, because I was taking it for like 2-3 months and then we ran out and I stopped. We didn't buy anymore, so then I just fucking got hurting more. So, but I need to take the CBD soon because it's about ovulation time, and that's when my body goes whoop.
Yeah.
I ovulate, so because I have PMDD and fibromyalgia, my PMDD when I ovulate sets off my fibromyalgia, so I get flare-ups, and so that's why my hips hurt and I can't walk. And I bought a cane. I bought 2 canes. I can't walk.
I was like, do you want me to ask you the fall risk questions that I do for every patient if they're 65 and older? Have you had any falls or near falls in the last year?
Yes, this morning I almost fell downstairs.
Are you unsteady when walking or requesting assistance?
No, sometimes. No, I'm not unsteady, but I need assistance with my cane because
Do you use a cane or a walker?
Yes, sometimes.
Are you confused or disoriented?
No.
Well, you already said yes to the one question, so your fall risk is positive, and you're not even 65.
Well, I have fibromyalgia and PMDD. That's all fucked up. I told her today, I was like, how does it feel being engaged to a disabled person? She's like, you're not disabled. I said, by medical terms, PMDD is in the big book of disabilities, and so I have a disability.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think I need some chip with some. I need to stir my dick. You want me to stir your balls?
Balls.
Oh, yeah. Stir it up.
I was texted that they were on their way.
To who?
My friend. Jessica.
Your friend? She's only your friend now?
No, she's our friend.
I've known her
I
for 5
don't have any
years.
friends of my own.
I've known her for 5 years.
I know you have. I stole her.
Oh,